This midanga is getting more heavy and heavy. Or is there some other reason? I'm getting old. So we could hear Srila Maharaj, divine conception. There are three classes of atheists. So it's important to know the difference between atheists or Marwadis and the theists. So Buddhists are also of the Shakta type. Shakta type, Shakta means those who worship material energy, Shakta. Kartikeya, Durga, Kali, yes. Means we are worshipping the external nature. They are in charge of, in the universe, for fulfilling the desire of those who want to comfortably live in this world, on the universe. But the Shakti or Durga or Kali, they have not form like Supreme Lord. He is playing flute and dancing. Shakti is riding on a tiger, or she has not a garland of flowers, she has a garland of skulls. She has many weapons. So why? Because she has, this is her duty. She is a pure devotee of the Lord, and she is an expansion of the Lakshmi, or the original expansion of Lord, like Radharani. So she is doing their service to give the result of their activities to the materialistic people who wants to enjoy this material world. This is Shakti. So Buddhists are also of the Shakta type. They believe in force, in matter. But not eternal consciousness. The Javakas, the Epicurean aspect of thinking, believe that it is only with the combination of some material substances that consciousness has been produced. Let's say Epicure was a Greek philosopher, actually, but it compared with the Jnanis, impersonalists. So this belief that it is only with the combination of some material substances that consciousness has been produced. So with the dissolution of the body, nothing remains. This is the lowest kind of atheist. So Epicure, I was reading in my childhood of studying these books, Greek philosophers. His philosophy was enjoy as much as possible in this time you are living in this planet, because after everything will be finished, and this will be zero. So this was, and the Buddhists, they have the same understanding. They want to enter into nirvana. They want to become a non-person energy. Yeah, not even energy. Everything will be finished. No personal understanding is there. Shankaracharya came after the Buddhism, and he preached according to the Vedic scriptures that yes, this body will be destroyed, but not the Atma, this soul, not the energy, the spiritual. So this, but these are the lowest kind of atheists who think afterwards everything will be finished. They're not thinking there's someone above them. They think just enjoy as much as possible in this life, because afterwards everything will be finished. So the Buddhists are moderate materialists. They say with the subtle combination of material things, the mind has been produced. It is something like Darwinism, that the mind or the subtle plane coming from matter. So, and according to karma, we get physical attraction to objects and we attain a physical body. So this is, they have also reincarnation. As long as we have desire in this world, we have to come and fulfill our desires. The physical body may transform. In the physical world, one gets many bodies according to their own karma. So at the dissolution of the body, the Jiva soul does not end as the Epicurean or the Javaka school thinks, but with the dissolution of the mind, everything disappears and nothing remains. This is also a type of atheist. An atheist thinks that the soul is mortal. The soul is really immortal, but this fellow says that the soul is mortal. Some say that after the dissolution of the physical body, nothing remains as soul. And the Buddhists say that with the dissolution of the mental body, nothing remains as soul. Everything finished. So what can you do? This is this world now, where we're living. We're exploiting up to the end. We don't care, because afterwards, you're not existing anymore. And Shankara takes it one step further. Shankara says, there's already a light there, and that light is focused here and seems to be like a soul. Just as in a glass, the sun or moon is reflected. The moon is there, it is reflected in the glass. Remove the glass and there's no moon there. So all the jivas are not different souls, but only one soul, like the moon in the sky, reflected in so many pieces of glass. So many reflections are considered as different souls. It's a good example how to understand. There's only one soul, but if you put many glass or mirrors, then you see that this appears in every mirror or glass, the reflection of the moon. And this is how the soul, super soul, the supreme soul, manifests in this world. And the Buddhists, no moon, no soul. So there exists no moon, or there is no original. That no soul, it means no soul. Dissolution of the mind means dissolution of the soul. So the thing, soul is the mind. Then nobody wants to go back home because our mind is mad. Just imagine we have to carry on this. There will be never peace. We will never go out from this circle of birth and death. And Javaka, the lowest class, with the dissolution of the body, nothing remains. So there are three sections of atheists, according to the Vaishnavas. They are all considered as atheists because they do not believe in the eternal existence of the soul. They are all proper atheists. And there is also a classification amongst them, according to the conception and the environment. Christianity and Islam have faith in the eternal existence of the souls and also God, but their conception of God, soul, and world is of a different types. The general scientists are considered another type of atheists. Ring is not here. It is like this. I have experience from my youth, actually, that scientists are very arrogant, very puffed up. They think they can find out everything, they know everything, But they have no tool or no entrance into the finer and the most subtle plane. They have not realized soul consciousness. Maximum they come to mental consciousness, that there is a subtle world existing. But mainly these are already advanced. They think they have found something. But basically, science is only engaged in this, what you can touch, what you can see with these eyes, what you can taste here, what you can receive through your senses. Yes, everything becomes very complicated. It is very simple. It is very simple and very natural how it works, this nature works. But the saints usually have bad feelings towards religion. So to convince them, generally, you must first disarm them. Show them that their methods are faulty. The first point is that with the finite conception, how can you get the infinite? So with our finite conception means we accept only what we can see, what we can touch with these eyes. This is a very simple approach. We have to explain how this finite conception of the understanding of this universe, this whole material world, or where we are now, we have to explain how can you get the infinite. Infinite, because this is not all in all what we can consider. We are tiny, insignificant living beings. What do you want to understand about these material natures? There are billions and billions of living beings. And in the same way, we are so insignificant. Our intellect is so insignificant. We think we can catch all this, how this world, nature is working. This is the so how can you get the infinite? There is a way how to understand this. But then means that you leave, or you have to forget whatever you have learned on the university, wherever. And you see this with eyes, transcendental eyes. Also one of your scientists may say something and another greater scientist says, no, it is not so. It is false. A greater scientist can prove that the lower scientist is false. So in different ways we can try to show the proper process of knowledge. Local knowledge cannot guide the central knowledge. Means this knowledge, what we have attained now, wherever we are, whatever we say, it is only a tiny part of knowledge in this material world. So this cannot guide the central knowledge, because there's a knowledge, all-knowing knowledge. But the central thing can drive the local. It can govern the local point. Hegel's theory was the reality must be by itself and for itself. Means God has taken everything from the hands of the scientists and left them empty-handed. So the other day I was told that the scientists are finding new things. And I said, yes, they're finding new things, but are they creating new things, or were they already there? They were already there, and they are discovering them. They are not finding the cause. They are only partially covering and understanding. But the infinite is there. The astonishing knowledge of this is outside our understanding. With great attempts, we are finding something and thinking that we have created. This also, somebody finds something in this world and is saying, and mix it up with other things, then atom bomb is created. I am the creator of the bomb. But who gives the facilities to do this? They were already here. He has not found this created uran. but as a real soul, and they are not accepted. Yes, also this, what was his name? Newton, I think. He built a universe, in his working or in his lab, where the moon turns and the earth and the sun outside and the stars, how this is working. And he invited many come to him, and saw these things. And then they asked him, who has created this? You have created it like this, he said, but he said, I have not created it. It is already there. We have not been just discovering maybe some tiny thing. And this changes also. A few hundred years ago, they were thinking the planet is a disk. Now they know it is maybe round, maybe. I'm greater than the creator of all this. This is a foolish thing, is it not? Everything is there, all wonders are there, wonder of wonders. And I discover only one wonder in my experience. I think I'm more than God. Such foolish persons, scientists. Only one point I'm finding out in the final section. And I boasted it. I am more than God. What foolishness can be more than this? Science is nothing. Science is a part of misconception. What is science? They are a group of exploiters, and the worst type of exploiters, exploiting from the mineral substance also. You will have to pay with interest. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. One of their friends has given this warning to them. This still holds true. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This is not an analytical world. Whatever you desire, He alone will give to you. Action, reaction, you are not the master to lot this universe. You are human rogues. This is not meant for your roping. There's justice. But this means the material nature has their laws. Every action has a reaction. And we are wondering why things happen in this world. In this world, wars, so much criminal things, so much disease, everybody is in anxiety. Everyone is afraid of what will come next. This is a reaction of our past activities. So this is a law in this material world, but we do not care for this. We still go on to destroy, to live sinful life. And we do not know that it will come back and we have to pay for it. This is this foolishness, what this material world, especially Western world, is not understanding. No scientist thinks even about these things, They just want to find out Basically, everything is based on money and power, you know. And this for this they going, and they don't care if they destroy whatever. So they should not wonder, and those who have followed them, they should not wonder why they are getting punished by the material nature. Birth, disease, old age, death, naturally. We cannot avoid it. If you come here, you are rascal. Or we have done something wrong. Yeah. Harinama, 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 Eva Kevalam, Kalonasti, 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 Eva Gatti, Anyataha. This is so many Vedic scriptures, this sloka is mentioned. Vedic. In this age of Kali, where we are very foolish persons, we cannot understand anything except we are running for animal enjoyment, like dogs and hogs or monkeys, whatever. This is our only thing we are running, only enjoying. And this has to be a price. What is the solution? How can I get out? In this age of Kali, in this age of Kali, in this age of Kali, there's only one way. Haryanama, Haryanama, Haryanama. Eva Keralam. The name, the sound of the name of the Lord. He has unlimited names, but they are transcendental names. By chanting, in India, this is more known, but now also they forget more and more that the basis, this mantra can purify us, and we become conscious of finer things, of how to behave in this material world. This knowledge is not new, this is science creation. And it is the Vedic scriptures or the way of practicing what they call Hinduism, this Sanatana Dharma. It's the real name. Sanatana means eternal Dharma, religion, or duty of the living beings in this world. So the only way in this age is to chant the name of Hari. And Mahaprabhu, he personified Krishna, appeared to install this 530 something years ago. Very short now, Kali Yuga started 5,000 years ago. Now the Yuga of Radha, he's appearing and he's giving, and it was told this chanting of the holy name, Mahamantra, will be heard all over the planet. Nowadays, you can understand everywhere, even in Siberia or the Eskimos or wherever, South America, everywhere they are knowing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's very powerful, but we do not understand this science. But doesn't matter, we don't understand. But we can practice, and you will understand. And we are sincere. But what is the solution of the scientists, or what is the solution of the politicians of this? Wars happen all the time. Always they are fighting somewhere. So there is after Second World War, they were thinking now it's never will happen. But just now, again, some madman or not madman, it doesn't matter. It is a collective karma. Nobody is innocent. Everybody will get the result of his past activities. This is in nature, where we are living here. So if you want to understand how this is working, how to get out of these things, we have to learn from a bona fide teacher who has understood it. He is able to give you the truth because he has seen the truth. He knows the truth. This is how to get out from the. This is given. Bhagavad Gita is a very old scriptures. There's no religion, as far as I know, in this world what is more old than the Vedic society in India. And still this is, in India, it is based still on this foundation. There's politics and there's religiosity, but they still have both. They have some basic understanding that they are biased. Nowadays, Kali Yuga, they are changing also. But still, this nature is there, you know. That spirituality is something important in the tradition of India. It's not only the material benefits, still there is a lot of bias. So we'll see. We will see what will come out. But maybe we will not survive, we will not understand, but it is working like this. So there's justice in this material world. So that is my contribution to the Bhaktivedanta Institute, which has been requested by Swami Maharaj to crush the Darwin theory of fossil cause. My contribution is that the origin of things is consciousness. And what we conceive as the material world is floating like an iceberg in an ocean. Consciousness is the original substantial thing. And the different types of thoughts and ideas, that this is stone, this is gold, this is tiger, all these ideas are floating in the world, in the ocean of consciousness. I want to assert that, and the master of the consciousness, like a hypnotist wants us to see, and we are forced to see like that. We are helpless. It is also in stages, but his will, the master's will is all important. We are helpless. It is his Leela. So the master is God, is a person. So all these classes of mirrors, we are like mirrors, tapas from him. And we are tiny reflection of his origin, pastimes. So the master's will is all important. We are helpless. It is his Leela. He represents the one whole, and we are a small part of that one whole. We have some laws of movement, but he is the autocrat and he can change the law. We are designed and destined by him. Everything is a subjective evolution of consciousness. There's a subjective eternal domain in this world where our free will is tested. There's also evolution that is another thing, the eternal lila. This is real science. If you understand this, we are not anymore forced in this material world to come here and take position according to our past activities. Some question or some comments? But how can we question? It is the highest understanding. We have to, many lifetimes, we have to decide or become sincere to understand. It will be not possible in one or two lifetimes or in a few months that we can realize. Maybe theoretically we may accept, but practically we are not able to follow or see the things in a proper way. So it will go on. Of course, there's the Shaktas, or there are who worship material nature. They want to stay in this material world. They are praying to God, please give me this, please give me. And they make God, they make Krishna a servant of them. They think he is our servant. Is this, you think that he is taking a position of our servant? As Maharaj says, this first, the source of everything, he is only enjoyer. He wants to enjoy. He's an autocrat. He does whatever he wants, everything according to his will. And he has given us also small free will. We can decide what we want. But we cannot take the position of the first. But unfortunately, many of us want to be the enjoyer of this world, or the controller of everything. Then he says, okay, you can try, but I have to cover you. It is, you can do this in a prison. So he locked us into a material body, in this material world. So now try to enjoy. But the thing is, in this world where we are now, there are some laws. We may not accept it, but the laws are working perfectly. There's no escaping. Nobody can escape. They cannot hide anything. Because Maharaj, the God of death, is sitting in the heart of all living beings like Super Soul. He's seeing everything. What do you want to hide from? So he will give the result. This is his position in this world, in the material world. And we are not the doers, and we have no capacity to escape from birth. Somebody decided to take birth here consciously. I don't remember. For you, not to hear, but there's always a possibility to meet one who has under such souls, great souls. But this is also arranged. This is according to the Sukriti, pious activities we have from our past life, from this life, many lifetimes. Why so many are not coming? I'm wondering that somebody at all comes and tolerates what we speak. It's complete against all materialistic conception. But we do not understand, very rarely understand, that this is not the place where our real home is. So this is the art, this very nectar for the devotees to hear, pure devotees speaking. But it is like poison for materialistic people. Yes, because they have different interests. They think all the enjoyment we have to get here in this world. But it's not enjoyment. It's only a moment of enjoyment. Then again, gone. And then again, you run for the next enjoyment. And desire come more and more. And again, we want to enjoy. And this goes. Nothing is constant here. Because this is temporary. Everything is temporary here. Nothing lasts so long. I don't know. When I was young, I never was thinking I'm getting old. Now I'm an old man, you know. And we have to face the reality. What will happen? What is future? We cannot escape. Just let it come as it comes. Okay, this will anyway come. But how can I understand? How can I get out from this cycle of birth and death, disease, old age? And nothing is by accident. Everything, every movement, every thought is, we think that it is my decide, or I decided this and I want. But this is coming because how it works, this you will not understand now. Because our mind is full of garbage. You know, what they now found with this mobile, you know, that you get informations unlimited. Your mind is full of garbage. You don't know what is truth, what is... You just can choose it, you know, as you want. And you will be guided. Of course, you will look always, that brings me enjoyment. We are not looking things who not give me pleasure. That's because we are so many here today. They don't want to hear. This gift what the Vedas, Bhagavatam, and Gita giving us. But this is natural. We have to suffer more. So it will become more and more bad, like the war, you know. When you get so much experience in the negative, then you will turn and you will ask yourself, how can it happen? Why did it happen? What is the reason? And when you start thinking not the others are wrong, it is I did wrong. That's because I am involved in these things. It's a collective karma. Everybody has to suffer according to their past. Nobody can accept it. Because nobody wants to give up to run for pleasure hunting, like enjoyment. But real enjoyment means that they get out and come back home. The Lord had unlimited pastimes in his eternal plane. The pastimes of Ram, Sitaram, pastime of Krishna in Vrindavan, pastime of Narayan, Lakshmi Narayan, Vishnu, unlimited. But we don't want to know it. It is because we think this is reality. Okay, we close here now. We want to finish. Excuse me when I did something wrong. Shila Shila Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Nitai Gaura Pramanandi Manchakal Patarubhyascha Padidam Bhavanepyo Vaishnavipyo Namo Namo